Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite copper peptide pairings. These are product pairings that I love to incorporate in both my morning and or nighttime skincare routine. I love using multiple products in both my morning and nighttime routines, whether that's additional serums, maybe it's an essence, a facial mist, a moisturizer, of course, and sunscreen if it's in the morning routine. But I don't necessarily just use copper peptides and that's it. I always like to use other things with it to maximize results, whether it's for hydration, whether it's for skin repair, or for anti-aging. So I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite pairings that you can use to maximize your results. And of course, I will briefly talk about some of my favorite copper peptide serums as well. So let's get right into today's video. Of course, all of the products that I'm sharing, including discount codes and the makeup that I'm wearing in today's video, will all be linked below for you for your reference. Now, I always love filming these product pairing videos because it gives you an idea on how you could tweak your morning and or nighttime skincare routines, whether it's targeting a specific skin concern or of course just for anti-aging purposes. So I am going to start filming more videos like this, but I do have a few videos up already on my channel where I share the best tretinoin pairings and the best growth factor pairings. So if you are new here and you haven't seen those yet, or you would like a refresher, I will leave those videos below for you. Now, copper peptides is one of my favorite ingredients to incorporate for signs of aging, for prevention, because copper peptides do a really good job to firm the skin. They stimulate collagen. It really helps to soften fine lines and wrinkles. It's a great preventative serum as well. So let's say you're not quite seeing early signs of aging yet, but you want to use something preventative, or if you are starting to see accelerated signs of aging, then incorporating copper peptides would be a great thing to do. And you can use copper peptides both morning and evening, so it can be used once or twice a day. It's totally up to you. But copper peptides also helps to stimulate collagen. They're also quite hydrating, so a lot of them do plump up the skin temporarily. And copper peptides also has wound healing properties to it, so it can help to repair a skin barrier, like a compromised skin barrier, and it just keeps the skin barrier nice and healthy and strong. So it really is a lovely ingredient to use on a daily. Now, I do have a lot of favorite copper peptide serums, and I'm going to list off all of my favorites below for you because I do have quite a bit. I do really love the Ordinary multi-peptide plus copper peptides 1%. I've been using this for several years now, and this is really effective. I love the formulation. It's very hydrating. So be consistent with copper peptides because it does take time to work. And this one from The Ordinary is quite reasonably priced, and it's blue in color. It has a texture that is very similar to hyaluronic acid, like a jelliness to it, and I've never experienced pilling. It's not sticky or tacky. It is wonderful. So I really love this one, and I also quite enjoy the Allies of Skin Copper Tripeptide and Ectoin Advanced Repair Serum. I actually just started using this one not long ago, and this is also really impressive. This one is a little bit more advanced than the Ordinary one in my opinion. This one has an ingredient called Ectoin in it, and Ectoin is a hydrating, repairing ingredient. So not only does copper peptides help with skin repair, so does Ectoin, but then there's a lot of humectants in here, and I really love this serum a lot. And I do have a discount code with Allies of Skin, which of course I will leave right here below, and I'll also leave it in my description box with all of those other discount codes that I have for other brands. So these are just two that I really love, but I also quite enjoy the Neod Copper Amino White Slate Serum. Like, there's a lot that I do like. So again, I will link them all below for you. Now, the first product pairing that I really love is using copper peptides with vitamin C derivatives. And it has to be vitamin C derivatives because pure forms of vitamin C, like ascorbic acid or L-ascorbic acid, those types of vitamin C formulas are not recommended to be used with copper peptides because they are in its purest form. They're very unstable, as you know, they oxidize very quickly, and they actually conflict with copper peptides. So to achieve maximum results, you want to pick a vitamin C derivative. And there are several different types on the market. The Ordinary actually offers a lot of vitamin C derivative options when it comes to their serums. I actually really like this one from Typology. This is their 10% vitamin C derivative serum. This one also has a 1% plant collagen. It also contains amino acids, there's glycerin in here, and 2 types of vitamin C derivatives. So the ingredient list is very short, it's simple, and there's no other added active ingredients in here that would conflict with copper peptides. So if you want to use a vitamin C derivative with your copper peptide, just make sure that there's no other actives in the ingredient list and you will be good to go. And that's why I like to use this one, because like I said, it's very short and sweet, and there's just a lot of humectants in here and a lot of repairing ingredients to help with that skin barrier, but also we have that vitamin C that will brighten the skin. And if you have any dullness, dark spots, post-acne marks, this serum really brightens the skin and it gives a glow to the complexion as well. It has a milkiness to it, so I find this serum to be really lightweight but super soothing and comforting to the skin. Great for all skin types. It's also fragrance free, and this one can be used every day, twice a day if you wish. So if I were to pair these up together, I'm going to be using the copper peptides first, then I would use this on top, then my moisturizer, and then sunscreen. I usually use this pairing in my morning routine because I always like to use vitamin C's in the morning, as they can help to protect your skin from pollution. So this pairing is exceptional. The next pairing is using copper peptides with growth factors. This is the Ordinary GF 15% solution. This is a lovely serum just on its own, but I feel like this works even better when you pair it up with copper peptides or just another type of peptide serum. Growth factors have wound healing properties to it as well. So it can speed up that healing process if you have a compromised skin barrier, and it just keeps your skin nice and strong and healthy. But growth factors can also help to stimulate collagen, soften fine lines and wrinkles. It's also very hydrating. The one from The Ordinary contains 3 types of plant-based growth factors, and I think that they did a really good job with this serum specifically. So I really love pairing up growth factors with copper peptides, and this pairing from The Ordinary is quite affordable, reasonably priced, and I just think that these two work really well with one another. But if you want to use something a little bit more advanced, maybe you are starting to see accelerated signs of aging, that loss of firmness and collagen, then I would recommend this pairing, and I use this pairing a lot. So this is the Allies of Skin Copper Peptides, as you know, and then this is the Allies of Skin Multi-Peptides and GF Advanced Lifting Serum. So this one has peptides in it. It also has growth factors. It has MSM, which is a type of antioxidant. There's phospholipids and glycolipids in here that will help to hydrate, plump the skin, but also to keep the skin barrier nice and repaired and healthy. It is very, very hydrating and plumping, and it has a milkiness to it as well. And I really love this. And I've been using this serum all summer long, both morning and evening. I actually pair this up a lot with other things like retinol, tretinoin, all of that good stuff. But if you pair it up with this serum specifically, I just feel like this pairing is so advanced, and you will see results with this pairing because these formulations have additional ingredients that these two don't have from The Ordinary. So you really can't go wrong with either pairing. Honestly, I love them both. But like I said, if you want to take your skin to the next level and you are starting to see accelerated signs of aging, then I would say try these two. Or if you love The Ordinary Copper Peptides, then just pick up this and you could pair these two together. Or you could use the growth factors from The Ordinary with the Allies of Skin Copper Peptides. You could do that as well. It really doesn't matter. But growth factors and copper peptides is one of the best anti-aging pairings ever. The next product pairing is using copper peptides with something that is really hydrating and plumping. So whenever I feel like my skin needs that hydration, or I just really want that plumper look to the skin, I will sometimes pair up copper peptides with hyaluronic acid or with niacinamide, maybe amino acids, especially The Ordinary amino acids. I generally like to use those ingredients and products with Copper Peptides. But instead of bringing all of those individual products into this video, I thought I would share this one product that I've been testing recently that is really plumping and hydrating. And this is the new Paula's Choice 7% Ectowin Booster. This just recently launched, so I haven't been using it for too long, but I have been using this a handful of times, and I've been testing this with tretinoin, with vitamin C. I've been using this with different active ingredients just to see how they all pair up together. But I have been using this quite a bit with Copper Peptides, especially the one from The Ordinary, and I've also been using it with the Allies of Skin. Now remember, this formula already has Ectowin in it, so you don't necessarily need to use this with the Allies of Skin Copper Peptides if you don't want to. But I will say I have paired them up together a couple of times, and this pairing is really hydrating and plumping, but also repairing to the skin barrier. So if you are someone that deals with a compromised barrier a lot, whether it's tight, it's dry, it just feels like it needs some TLC, this would be a great addition to any skincare product that you have in your routine currently. There are no conflicts with this, so you can honestly pair this up with anything, because remember, Ectowin is an ingredient that will hydrate, but it also helps to strengthen and repair your skin barrier. And there's 7% Ectowin in here. There's also hyaluronic acid that will deeply hydrate and plump the skin. And there's also glycogen, which will help to repair and strengthen your skin barrier as well. So this pairing really is exceptional. I will show you what this one looks like on the back of my hand, just because it's a new product. I haven't talked about it yet here on my channel. It has a really nice milkiness to it, so super soothing and comforting on the skin. I can see this being amazing for the colder months, especially when you're drier. This is also great for all skin types, and it's fragrance free. So that's what it looks like there. And I usually do 3 to 4 drops of this. It is a little bit thicker, so for it to spread properly across the skin, I do like to be quite generous with this, but it does give this nice glow to the skin. And I'm telling you, if you need that hydration and you just crave that plumpness to the skin, this will do it for you. This is amazing. Now, when I'm using my Copper Peptides with something hydrating or the one from Paula's Choice, I do like to apply my Copper Peptides first, and then this product especially on top, because this does have a thicker, milkier texture. So because this is a little bit thicker in texture compared to these two, I'm going to apply this on top of Copper Peptides. If I'm using The Ordinary amino acids plus B5, for example, I still like to apply that after Copper Peptides. But if you wanted to apply it beforehand, I mean, that's okay as well. You do what works for you. I'm just telling you how I like to layer them. So generally, I always like to have my Copper Peptides laid down first, and then something like this on top prior to moisturizer and sunscreen. I actually don't even think I told you guys what I would do if I was using growth factors and Copper Peptides. Did I? I'm not sure. But if I did not, I do like to put my Copper Peptides on first, then my growth factors, whether it's the Ordinary growth factor or if it's the Allies of Skin growth factor. Copper Peptides first and then growth factors. But if you wanted to do it the other way around, that would be okay as well. The last product pairing is using Copper Peptides with ceramides. And there's a lot of ceramide products that I love. I do like moisturizers that are enriched with ceramides. I also quite enjoy the Cocoa Kind ceramide barrier serum, something like that. I will link it below for you if you're curious. There's a lot of ceramide products that I love. And ceramides are great to have in your skincare routine, both morning and evening, no matter what skin type you have, no matter what season we're in, because they do a really good job to prevent transepidermal water loss. So it's an ingredient that helps to keep that moisture and hydration in the skin so that your skin feels hydrated. It also is plump, but ceramides also help to repair the skin barrier, and it helps to keep your skin nice and healthy and looking its best. So I really do like ceramides, especially coming into the colder months. And although there's a lot of ceramide products that I could mention, I really like this one from Rhode Skin, the Glazing Milk. Now I know I'm late to the game here, but this brand just launched at Sephora Canada at the beginning of September, I believe September 4th to be exact, and I get the hype. This really is a lovely essence that has ceramides in it, yes. But there is a mineral complex in here with magnesium, zinc, as well as copper. And these ingredients help to protect the skin from environment. So it will help to protect your skin from pollution. There's also vitamin E in here, which is an antioxidant, glycerin, and the list goes on. So I think that this is a really nice essence to give that plump and hydration. It gives a glow to the skin as well, which I personally like. So I really love this for the morning as it does shine through my sunscreen and my makeup. And I just love using ingredients like this with copper peptides, but I also love using ceramides with other things as well, like vitamin C, tretinoin, and so on. So those are all of my favorite copper peptide pairings. Now, if you want to see a video talking about the ingredients that you should keep separate from copper peptides, please let me know. I didn't mention retinol in this video. I also did not mention tretinoin exfoliating acids because those are some ingredients that really shouldn't be paired up with copper peptides. So please let me know and I will film that next, but all of the products that I shared will be linked below for you as always, and I hope that you found this video helpful. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask away. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.